Hi guys, this is Derek from Pacific Coast Auto, and we're taking a look at a Suzuki Carry 660cc mini truck. Now we do sell quite a few of these, but we very rarely put them on the channel because most of them go over to businesses who resell them onto other customers and then don't have theirs on the channel here. This one here is a DA51T model, Suzuki Carry, and an auction grade 4B. The mileage, the seller wrote 98,503, but the odometer actually says 9,850. But keep in mind that these trucks only have a 5-digit odometer, and so mileage for these is never certain. Now the condition of this one does look very good. I don't think that this one is actually 9,800 kilometers. And even so, a lot of these trucks are going to be used on a work site where they don't accrue high mileage, but they do get used on a daily basis. And so, condition of these K trucks typically is a little bit hit and miss. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This one seems to be quite good though. I'm quite satisfied with it. Let's go over the rest of the auction sheet before we get into the review. So it's a 1990 Carry truck with 660cc. They also come in a 550cc for the earlier models. This one has a manual transmission 4-speed, and the later ones come in a 5-speed. And then if you take a look underneath here, you'll see this one is only a 2-wheel drive version, whereas they do come in 4-wheel drive as well. So this one's just rear-wheel drive, and hence part of the reason why this one was so much cheaper than they usually cost, especially for one in such good condition. Purchase from user, first time at auction. Okay, probably 109, maybe 9,850, don't really know, hard to say. Okay, interior liner is dirty, bed and sides area scratched, dented, and something about, I can read this part says bent, but I don't know what this first one says. I can probably tell you what that means when I show you the back area. Underside surface rust, various scratches and dents. AU2 here, which is a medium scratch and a dent. Windshield rock chip. Okay, so let's go once around the vehicle. These are super unique to have in the USA, and that's where this one is going to be headed, because people aren't really used to this type of vehicle. It's very tiny, very, very useful. You can put a lot of stuff in it. 350 kilograms is, oh, how much? 800 pounds you can carry on them. All right. The sides on them, those 3 sides, all fold down to give you a very low loading area, and very useful. You can unload from the sides or from the back. You can get them in a dump truck version. They're typically about $1,000 more for a dump truck one. A lot of people are going to want to know the price of these. I can't say the price of this one on the video, but you can send us an email if you want to know pricing, because we can tell you approximate prices for how much these vehicles end up costing. And link to our website is in the description to the video there. Okay, so this one here is the round headlights version. Kind of looks unique by today's standards because it's kind of a classic look. Plastic front bumper that has a little bit discolored in places, typical of that style of plastic. No cracks in the windshield, no dents in the roof, and the bed is in quite good condition. Now, what to be worried about with these? A lot of them seem to have problems with the brakes, problems with the engine, like a white smoke, or engine won't start very easily due to carburetor getting gummed up. Seems to be a pretty popular thing on these, to have gummed up carburetors. This one seems to run well, not completely fine though. It seems like it could be firing a little bit better, and I have more details in the other video of that. Now looking in the bed here, you'll see there are pretty big dents right in the back there, 2 of them that are round, sort of like a wheel. I think that this vehicle was used in order to move like an ATV around, or some other small vehicle that would sit into the back, because they're dented there at the back, and then smaller dents at the front in the same location. Okay, the engine is underneath here. You have a spotlight in the back with a little bit of rust on the casing there, and you have a chocolate here. Happy chocolate. It's a magnet. You can stick it anywhere that you want. Let's put it here. Okay, it comes with a rear tree, is what it's called in Japanese, and so this is used for putting like a board up here that goes down to your back over there. Some of them have little clips here that rotate out to give you a taller thing. You can mount your own into these brackets. Tie down straps everywhere, so you can tie here for putting a band around the top of boards and things. and then tie down straps all along the side of the bed there. I'm going to show you this tailgate, how this one opens. So just easily unclip, like that, and then it folds down. And that's only probably about two feet, a little bit over 2 feet off the ground, and so really easy to pick up stuff and put into the bed. And then if you want to use it with a tailgate, this one here attaches to these little hooks there so that it can be flat and sturdy enough to keep stuff on there too. Okay, rust is a big problem with these cars, either in the bed or on the chassis. This one seems to be really clean and really nice. Let me show you the underside here. Hasn't been repainted, this is all original. And so very nice on that. Okay, let's go to the inside. You can get them with AC, but they're pretty rare for the AC model ones. Manual transmission ones sell for more than the automatic transmission ones and typically are easier to find. Door cards are, well, the whole interior is quite dirty, but everything is in good shape. There's a relay clicking off there. I don't know what it is. Don't know. Okay, the seats. You get 2 of them. Not fancy. They're supposed to be a hard wearing material and able to last a long time, but it seems like they constantly rip. This one, no rips. And the headrests cutely attached to the back window there. No power steering in them, but in a light vehicle like this, not really needed. It's really fun to drive them because, take a look. Your steering wheel is right there. The front of the car is right after the steering wheel, and so you get full visibility from your head being up here. You can see basically exactly where your front corner is, and they turn really tightly, so it's really fun. This one here looks like a substance you can polish off, and then here's your AU2 there. You can see a little bit of surface rust on it. Carries 660. So if you want to go for the 2-wheel drive, you can get a pretty good discount. I find 2-wheel drives are easier to find in good condition too. The 4-wheel drive ones tend to take more of a beating. This one has no AC, standard radio. Preset, or not presets, radio frequencies are going to be different than in the USA. Notice this one goes, oh wow, only AM. Crazy. Okay, this one's got balls in it. E-brake works, 4-speed works. Okay, headliners are all